The nights are thick black, the moon a sliver of silver. Bea Baulderstone moves away from the house, across the lawn, her eyes adjusting to the dark. The roar of the football crowd from the TV fades, subsumed by the rustles and hoots of the bush. She heads for the shed, its hulk silhouetted against the Milky Way. A wet nose on the back of her knee. She stops to pat the Kelpie on the head. "Go back, Brian," she whispers. "Back to the house. I'll be okay." He sits. When she moves again, he stays with her. The shed smells of hay and diesel. She feels her way along the wall beside the ute, past the saddles and bridles hanging over rails. Well inside now, it should be safe to turn on her phone light for a moment. She needs it to choose a bike. Mountain bike. Heavy but sturdy. Phone light off, she walks the bike out of the shed. That's right, they keep a rifle in a locked box on the back of the ute. Better she has it than them. She lays the bike on the gravel farm track, carefully so there's no clatter, opens the driver's door, feels in the centre console, pulls out some keys. Phone torch back on, the third key opens the metal gun box behind the cabin. Is the rifle loaded? Probably not. She feels around and finds the bullet box, unlocks it, puts some in her pocket, and slings the rifle over her shoulder. A yell and a roar of "Yes!" from the house. The Blues must have scored a try. Great. They'll be watching the replays for a good 5 minutes and yelling at the TV and the video ref. If she makes some noise as she rides past, they won't hear her. She mounts the bike and takes off with a wobble, past the Land Cruiser parked outside the house. In the dark, she can just make out the difference between the grass and the track. Brian trots beside her. At this pace, the cattle grid at the fence by the road is at least 5 minutes away. Downhill, so she doesn't have to pedal much. Dark shapes mill ahead on the track. Are they cows or bulls? The bike won't be fast enough to outrun a pissed-off bull. She calls out as loud as she dares. "Scat!"